Hey guys, I'm back with another benchmark video in Warzone, but this time we'll take a look at the 5800X and RTX 3070 KOOC from Asus on Rebirth Island. You might notice the settings have a 3090 listed in the beginning of the video, but I don't want to refilm the settings every single time unless something has changed in the settings. But rest assured, this is using the RTX 3070. Now, I'm actually enjoying making these benchmark videos, so it would help me out a lot if you could hit that subscribe button so you didn't miss out on future videos. I have quite a few more planned as well, the 3060 Ti as well as the 3060 when it releases. I'll also be using all 5 30 series GPUs to test out DLSS when it comes to Warzone, so those are some videos you'll definitely want to see. Now, as for system changes, I'm using a Ryzen 5800X instead of a 5950X because I've actually built an entirely separate system for benchmarking. It's much easier to cycle through GPUs and make hardware changes instead of breaking down my main driver. I will still use my main PC when I benchmark the RTX 3090 for now. This 5800X at stock has no problem hitting 4.85 GHz boost, and it's even using an air cooler instead of an AIO. My 5950X still performs great, but the difference between the two isn't nearly as pronounced as the initial reviews of these CPUs would have you believe. Both of them score the same in Cinebench R20 single, which is about 625. I'm also using only 32 GB of RAM in the system with a 16x2 configuration using dual ranked RAM. This is the best configuration you can have for Zen 3, and a purely gaming system will be 100% solid with this. Going with 2 sticks of 8 could work as well, but single rank sticks lose just a bit of performance. Now, when it comes to the stats overlay you see on the screen, there's also a few changes I've made there. First of all, the RAM usage is what the game is actually using and not the system total. What I find interesting here is that if I use all 4 sticks of 16 instead of just 2, then the game ends up using about double the RAM. I'm not sure why this happens, but I'd like to find out. My best guess is that it has something to do with ranks. The VRAM section for the GPU has also been split into 2. The top is for how much the game has allocated for use, and the bottom is for what Warzone is actually using. In every scenario with the 3070, the game allocates just a bit more than what it actually uses, which makes sense. This is something I'll have to look at closer on my 3090 as well, because Warzone can allocate over 20 GB of VRAM pretty easily. Now, my overall recommendations for this GPU, if you play at 1080p or 1440p and have a 144Hz monitor, this would be a great choice. Both the resolution scaling and Warzone performance issues double down on limiting 1080p pretty hard. My 3090 and 3080 don't outperform the 3070 as much as they should given the price differences at 1080p. DLSS benchmarks should be especially interesting because it uses lower resolutions to upscale. The difference maker there will possibly be the number of tensor cores each GPU has. I can't wait to start benchmarking the 3060 Ti and eventually the 3060. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Enemy UAV overhead. Tracked by an enemy team. Stay sharp. Targets are up. Get to work.
Hey, check your targets. AT mine primed.
Objective identified. Enemy UAV overhead. Next objective located. Mobile. Enemy team is tracking your position. You're all that's left. Get it done. Enemy UAV overhead.
Everyone's in the safe zone.
To the next area and secure the perimeter. An enemy team is hunting you. Stay alert. I'm under fire! Clock's ticking. Get to the target.
Marked target for strike.
Striker 3-1, good copy. Back in there.
Enemy helo.
Impact, no joy.
Enemy UAV overhead. Healthy target has been marked. Kill him.
AT mine primed.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.